live from Nairobi, Kenya. This is TV47 Weekend. To our topics this evening. Tonight, what next after President William Ruto made significant inroads in opposition chief Raila Odinga's political background?
Na ndio mimi nauliza viongozi wote, tusipoteze nafasi tena kupanga mambo ya viongozi. Sasa ni kupanga mambo ya wananchi.
We have that analysis. Also tonight, in the wake of rising fraudulent land dealings that have seen Kenyans lose billions to scammers, just who will save Kenyans?
Wakapewa title fake, zimekuwa na muhuri kutoka kwa serikali, lakini kuingia ndani, the rim ile na the mother title is not there.
We have the details. Plus, plans to have police work hand in hand with members of the public in addressing security challenges in the country continue to gather momentum.
As soon as the assembly comes on board, we'll have the Nairobi policing authority that will be set up. The policing authority is chaired by the governor, and it's provided for in the law how we have representatives from the different forces, from the public, from the resident associations, and from the county assembly.
Good evening, welcome to the broadcast. Catherine Simaloi is on the sign language docket. My name is Stanley Miringita. To top story this particular evening, President William Ruto has urged all leaders to focus on implementing the pledges they made to the electorate instead of wrangling of oppositions. He stated that the people of Kenya voted for change and for the delivery of services, and it is the responsibility of the leaders to deliver on their promises. And as Mike Kagongo tells us, Ruto emphasized that the focus should be on serving the people and not in personal gain or political ambition.
President William Ruto defended his two-day tour of the Nyanza region, stating that the country can only be developed through uniform development. He emphasized that the opposition's role is to keep the government in check, as mandated by the constitution.
Mimi nataka ieleweke Kenya ya kwamba wananchi wa Kenya kupitia demokrasia walienda kwa kura, wakapiga kura na wakatupatia kazi. Sisi tukapatiwa kazi ya kuendesha serikali. Wale ndugu zetu wengine wakapatiwa kazi ya kuendesha upinzani. Na hiyo kazi yote ni ili mwananchi wa Kenya aweze kupata huduma, aweze kushughulikiwa na mambo yake. Na nitangaze ya kwamba hakuna mwananchi wa upinzani. Wananchi wote ni wananchi wa taifa letu la Kenya.
Ruto emphasized that Kenyans voted in the last general election with the intention of receiving services from those they elected.
Sehemu moja ya Kenya haiwezi kwenda mbele wakati sehemu ingine ya Kenya iko nyuma. It is not possible to develop any part of Kenya in isolation of other regions of the Republic of Kenya.
Na tuko hapa na ni jukumu letu tuweke foundation, kwa sababu tumeona majaribio kwa demokrasia yanafanyika hata kwa zile nchi tulikuwa tunafikiri zimestahamili.
He defended his decision to task Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua with cracking down on cartels exploiting farmers, denying claims that the move was politically motivated.
Kwani huyu Deputy President akianguka mimi nitakuwa nasimama? Si huyu akianguka hata mimi nimeanguka? So na wale wanajaribu kupinga yeye asifanye hiyo kazi is because they know hawezi kuleta mchezo pale.
According to the president, Gachagua is committed to fighting against the fearless individuals exploiting farmers. Gachagua also expressed his readiness to fight against the cartels that have paralyzed farmers and denied them the profits from their hard work.
Hao watu wameumiza wakulima, tukianza kupambana na hao rais ukisikia wanalia, wewe angalia pande ile ingine, wacha mimi ningangana na hii watu vile umeniambia kwa niaba hawa wananchi.
Mike Kagongo, TV 47.
President William Ruto's two-day walking tour of the Nyanza region has been hailed as a success by his allies, while analysts term it as a perfect head start for the president to consolidate power and expand his support base. Now, the president was received warmly by a section of Odinga's allies and supporters in his second Luo Nyanza tour made promises to a region that has always felt marginalized and could finally pay off for him, as Apollo Kamau reports.
President William Ruto's two-day walking tour in the Luo Nyanza region gave him the perfect opportunity to bury the hatchet over the 2022 presidential election results, which opposition leader Raila Odinga's support base claims was stolen.
Sasa nyinyi watu ya Siaya mlitupimia kidogo. Hapo mbele mtatuangalia vizuri. Mtatuangalia. Wangapi wanasema mtatuangalia pale mbele? Na mimi nataka niwaambie watu wa Nyanza, mimi najua hapa Siaya mlinipatia kura, lakini kidogo, lakini si mbaya. Mimi nasema asante sana kwa ile kidogo mlinipatia. Mimi nasema asante sana. Tunaelewana? Na msikie, msingoje serikali nyingine. Hakuna serikali nyingine inakuja. Serikali ni hii, na ni serikali ya Kenya, na ni serikali yenu.
Ruto's tour premised on a number of development projects to a region that has always felt marginalized. So Fred and Fo welcomed the president, with Siaya Governor James Orengo calling for a truce between the president and Odinga. A move analysts say will no doubt be welcomed by the president to keep a restless Odinga and his base quiet.
And I am happy that the president, you are here, because you have assured us that your government is kicking and working in Siaya and the entire Republic of Kenya, not because of 2027, but because that is the duty we were elected to perform. I also am gratified that the two levels of government, Your Excellency has assured us that we are going to work together in accordance with the Constitution.
The president's tour comes at a time when simmering tension between the Mount Kenya region and Western Kenya is rife in Kenya Kwanza, and is seen as a perfect opportunity for the president to consolidate power and expand his political base, with Odinga's 2027 candidacy highly unlikely.
After this visit, I highly suspect that the president is going to have a lot more Luos into his government than he has so far. And then if you are going to give people what the people call development, it's going to be very easy for you to take the region, especially if Raila is not running in 2027.
The president is keeping a delicate balancing act to appease Mount Kenya and the Western Kenya region, which is why he wouldn't mind quoting Nyanza to cushion himself from a fallout, a huge political statement if he inherits Odinga's political base.
There are areas where you never got enough votes. You will want to bring the constituency together. And this is not different from what William Samuel Ruto is doing. He's reaching out to counties that never voted for him, so that he can communicate to them that I'm the kind of a person who values you, regardless of where your vote went to.
Ruto's Nyanza tour, in which Odinga gave his allies a free hand to welcome him in his backyard and work with the government, came in the backdrop of Odinga's meeting with British High Commissioner to Kenya Jane Marriott, in which Marriott is said to have urged Odinga to accept the proposal of the powerful leader of opposition office being pushed by the president. Apol Kamau, TV47.
Thank you for that, Apollo Kamau. Now, plans to have police work hand in hand with members of the public in addressing security challenges in the country continue to gather momentum, with Nairobi City County Government in final stages of putting up a county policing oversight authority to address security gaps. This even as security experts worry about the safety of those who will work with the police in providing crucial information. Collins Lusweti with that story.
Earlier this week, President Ruto indicated that the government intends to initiate the County Policing Authority, a plan that will see police work in collaboration with the community in addressing security challenges, and one that will be actualized in all the 47 counties.
tunataka kila mwananchi ajumuike na kujua mambo ya usalama katika kijiji yake, katika mahali anaishi, na ndio tumesema sasa tuta operationalize County Policing Authority.
In Nairobi County, Governor Johnson Sakaja says plans are in final stages in putting up the authority that has been touted as a game changer in addressing security challenges, with cases of insecurity on the rise in the capital according to recent reports. Nairobi residents will now play a leading role in identifying crime activities in their neighborhood and reporting the same to security apparatus.
So the only thing that will keep us a bit is that the assembly needs to send us a few names to sit in the authority, but within the next few, as soon as the assembly comes on board, we'll have the Nairobi policing authority.
Some security experts, however, are worried about the safety of those who will volunteer to work with the police, saying they may be targeted by criminals.
The criminal people who actually engage into this kind of activities, they are always on the lookout to see whether someone is actually going to report them to police. Cases, we have seen cases on several areas whereby you find some people, criminal, coming and they are telling the person, if you try to report me to the police station, and then I will do this to you. Those are threats that can make anybody not willingly to provide information to the police.
Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja's upbeat security has greatly improved in the city following recent reported cases of muggings and stabbings, saying the county government has been working day and night to ensure the situation improves. He was speaking in a church service at Jesus Teaching Ministry in Donholm, Embakasi, where he vowed to remain firm on closing down noisy nightclubs in residential areas.
Simnajua nilizima kelele ya madisco. Kabisa. Na naona ni kama wanajaribu kuanza tena. Na nitazima kabisa. Amen. We cannot have nightclubs kwa estate pale mtoto anavaa alale, ati mtoto hawezi fanya homework kwa sababu wazee wanaburudika huko chini. Is that right? No. Ama nilegeze hiyo? Hapana. Nilegeze ama nikaze? Kaza. Nilegeze ama nikaze? Kaza. We must restore order in Nairobi.
Children in primary public schools will also benefit from free meals, with the governor saying the county government has put up 17 kitchens across the city to serve meals to all public primary schools.
Haiwezi kuwa ati Nairobi tuko na watoto wengi zaidi hawaendi shule because of hunger than even in Turkana County. It cannot be. Many times when the children are told to go home at lunchtime wakule, they don't come back because hii ni shamba ya mawe.
Bishop Peter Manyuru of Jesus Teaching Ministry regretted the increased cases of domestic violence, asking the church to be on the forefront in tackling the vice.
We are living in a time when there's a lot of stress in families because of the economy and because of the challenges we are facing in families.
Collins Lusweti, TV 47, Nairobi.
Now, President William Ruto has read the Riot Act to Kericho members of the County Assembly, fleeing the chaos that erupted in the Assembly on Friday. This even as the House Speaker Patrick Mutai is expected to present himself to the UDA Disciplinary Committee chaired by Charles Njenga on the 20th of January 2023 for not adhering to the party's approval of the election of Philip Rono as the leader of majority. Take a look. The ongoing wrangles at the County Assembly of Kericho have Sunday taken a new twist, threatening to tear the Assembly right down the middle. This follows the summoning of Speaker Patrick Mutai to the UDA Disciplinary Committee on the 20th of January 2023. In a letter dated January 13th and signed by the committee chair Charles Njenga, Mutai has been faulted for not adhering to the party's values and principles. Njenga further faulted Mutai for failing to guide the House on the party's clear directions that approved the election of Philip Rono as the leader of majority of the Assembly and Peter Kimoi as the chief whip, a decision that caused a confrontation in the House. On his part, President William Ruto, who is also the UDA party leader, read the Riot Act to the Kericho County MCAs, urging them to focus on fulfilling their pledges to their residents.
Mchezo munaendelea, sisi tunataka kila kiongozi ambaye amechaguliwa muanze kupanga mambo ya wananchi, sio kupanga mambo yenu ya vyeo sijui nani, mpaka mnapoteza wakati wa County Assembly mukipigana. Shame on you.
In a span of 4 months since the general elections, the House has had 3 different set of leaders, with Mutai reinstating the first leader of majority, Vincent Korir, in accordance with the ruling of the High Court. However, a section of MCAs led by Deputy Speaker Eric Bett have claimed that it is a long game plan of the Speaker to maim the executive and derail delivery of services. According to a faction of the MCAs, the wrangles at the Assembly have been brought by interference by the County Governor Eric Mutai and Senator Aaron Cheruiyot. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua today visited the wife of freedom fighter Dedan Kimathi at the Nairobi hospital, where she is currently admitted. The DP, who cleared her 1.3 million Kenyan shillings bill facilitating her release, criticized the previous regimes for neglecting the Mau freedom fighters and their families. Zainab Mohammed with more.
Speaking while visiting the 92-year-old freedom fighter, the Deputy President reiterated that improving the lives of freedom fighters and their families is one of the top agendas of the government.
One of our pillars is universal health coverage for all. We have made changes in the National Hospital Insurance Fund with a view of introducing a scheme where every Kenyan is covered, so that such situations that we are having here today with Mukami Kimathi should not happen anywhere else in the Republic.
He criticized previous regimes for neglecting this important group and leaving them to wallow in poverty.
This is just one of the many cases that face the heroes of our freedom struggle. The previous governments have not been able to address this matter conclusively.
The 92-year-old Mama Mukami is one of the few heroes and heroines who is still alive 59 years after independence. She has been in and out of the hospital due to ailments related to old age. The Deputy President visited her to show support and appreciation for her sacrifices and contributions to the country. He stated that the government is committed to ensuring that freedom fighters are not forgotten and that they are provided with the support and resources they need to live their remaining years with dignity.
The President and I and the rest of us in government are seized of this matter, and a lot of consultations are going on to deliberate on the fate of the heroes of our freedom struggle.
Zainab Mohammed, T47.
That particular story by Zainab Mohammed takes us to a short break. You're watching TV47. You can stay with us.
Your health matters, and Body Garage is here to guide you on it.
Someone's, after using the medication, the virus number of the HIV in someone's body will start to go.
My medication, wherever I go, I must make sure I'm committed to my medication. Yes, and I should watch what I'm eating. I should not just eat from everywhere or not just eat anything.
We talk mental, physical, and spiritual health. Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m.
Are you looking for a distinguished institution of academic and professional excellence to kickstart your career? Then join KIPS Technical College, a top NEC, CASNEB and NEET examination center in Kenya that is fully accredited by TVET Authority with over 90% national exam pass rate. We offer high quality, hands-on training in engineering, hospitality, tourism, journalism, ICT, business, accounting, hairdressing and beauty, health sciences, community development and foreign language, and have placed over 26,000 graduates since 1994. Our state-of-the-art equipment, well-equipped workshops, indoor and outdoor sports facilities make us the preferred choice.
During my training, I was able to become Miss KIPS
which has helped me to achieve my goals in community development.
Admissions for January 2023 intake is ongoing. For more information, call 0720-813-113 or visit any of our 6 campuses located within Nairobi. KIPS Technical College, your sure path to success.
Right, some 19 minutes past the top of the hour. You're definitely watching TV 47 Weekend. Now, in the wake of rising fraudulent land dealings that have seen Kenyans lose billions to scammers, the government has been urged to promptly intervene to save investors from further losses by expeditiously digitizing land transactions. Mwege William with that story.
Over 500 members of the Mavoloni Company Limited, whose land touches both Kiambu, Murang'a and Machakos counties, have urged the government to enact stricter regulations for land buying and selling companies. Their plea comes as several companies have been caught in alleged deceit by selling non-existent land to unsuspecting buyers.
There is a lot of fake titles here. Unakuta mtu ameuziwa shamba na akona fake title na hajui. The same way wale kandafu waliuzia wale watu wako huko. They never knew kumbe hii shamba si ya kandafu. Wakapewa title fake, zimekuwa na muhuri kutoka kwa serikali. Lakini kuingia ndani, the rim ile na the mother title is not there.
Hii watu wanaoje, sisi mkuna kuambia hii shamba anauza. After that unakuta shamba wewe una. Na pesa yako already ulinunua na imeenda. Pesa imeenda na huna shamba.
The members have also called for the government to digitize land transactions in order to enhance land registration, smart data collection and analysis to report on vital land statistics, also to limit double allocations and put an end to the sale of fake land. They also claim that many families are living a nightmare due to the fraud that has become so entrenched.
Kama mimi sasa, Praxidis Motile Maundu, niko kotini. Na sijui nimestakiwa nini.
Hawa wakora wa mashamba ambao wananakuwa mashamba ya watu warudishie wale ambao wameuzia pesa zao, na watu wenye shamba warudishiwe, nao wao wafanye kesi na wale ambao walinunua shamba ambayo sio yao.
A section of persons who have lost huge chunk of their land to grabbers link the frauds to a conspiracy between land surveyors, lawyers and brokers. They emphasized that land issues are emotive and should be handled with care and integrity. Land scammers are said to be applying many tricks, including manipulating illiterate landowners to surrender their title deeds and eventually transferring ownership illegally. The vice is said to have spread across the country, with brokers identifying undeveloped land owned by government or private developers and colluding with crooked surveyors and land ministry officials to subdivide it and sell it off to unsuspecting buyers.
Watu wanaanza kuchukiana bure, watu neighbor na neighbor. Serikali isaidie namna inaweza iweka digital in a way that even ukiwa na simu unaweza gongo where you are na ujue mpaka yako inafika wapi na wapi. Simple. Shida iko wapi?
Huwezi kukaa na kudanganya wananchi kama mtu kama una kashamba yako ati una shamba inauzwa na already hakuna shamba.
The members of the public have also urged the government to prioritize land issues, which has proved to be a thorny issue and has seen most Kenyans exploited through fake deals. Mwege William, TV 47.
Now, also a family in Kisumu County is seeking justice after their son, Byron Ochieng, was shot by police officers attached to the Kenya Wildlife Service. Ochieng, a 19-year-old Boda operator, was allegedly shot in the hand by the police officers on the 26th of December 2022 in the Mamboleo area. According to a relative, Samuel Oyomo, he received a phone call informing him that Byron had been shot and taken to Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Hospital by friends. Upon inquiry, he was informed that the Kenya Wildlife Service had shot him on his left arm. The family is now struggling to pay for the hospital bills as they continue to nurse the son back to health. They're calling for an investigation into the incident and for those responsible to be held accountable for their actions.
Kama saa 9 nilipata habari ya kwamba kijana ya ndugu yangu Byron Ochieng alipigwa na bunduki kwa mkono na akawachwa penye alilala. Nilijaribu kuenda pale alipigwa na bunduki na nilipata kama ameshachukuliwa na wenzake ambao walikuwa karibu. Tulikuja mpaka Russia, nikapata kama mtoto alipata majeraha. Mkono yake wa kushoto ilivunjwa na bunduki na watu wa Kenya Wildlife. Tangu siku hiyo hakuna mwenye alikuja kutoka Wildlife kuona mtoto. Na ikifika tarehe 31 Disemba walikuja wakisema mtoto ako kwa custody yao. Niliwauliza muda hii mlikuwa wapi? Walisema hawa ndio walipiga mtoto na bunduki na sheria inataka hawa walinde mtoto mpaka siku ya discharge. Sasa kilio changu ni hii. Mtoto ni yatima. Mzazi baba alifariki, ndio ni mfuazi wangu. Na hatuna chochote. Tangu apate majeraha hiyo tumekuwa na shida ya kifedha. Sasa ninaomba serikali ingilie kati na mtoto apate haki yake.
They have neglected to attend to the fact that they shot Byron by accident or knowingly. We are appealing to the government, to the IPOA officers, to IMLU, to safeguard interest of Byron. When a report that I saw yesterday stating that Byron ran away from the report of KWS, that Byron ran away after trying to assist the Maasai. I think this is false play, and much more should be interrogated by IPOA and IMLU in regards to what this report is.
And still on matters police brutality, Mwingi Central MP Gideon Mulyungi wants Independent Policing Oversight Authority, that is IPOA, to quickly hasten investigations and charge a police officer who this week broke into a home in Kwanungu area, that is Migwani Ward, under the police command of Mwingi Central OCPD, where the said police officer allegedly shot dead one of the family members for allegedly stealing some 10,000 Kenyan shillings. Mulyungi says if there is failure to find justice to the affected, he will take action, including using the legislative route.
Kwa siku mingi tumesikia mambo ya extrajudicial killings. Watu wanauliwa na polisi ovyo ovyo kama mbuzi. Ikuwe onyo kwa askari yote ambao wanafanya sehemu hiyo, hata Kenya kwa jumla. Hata kama mtu amefanya nini, huwezi kuua. Sheria isemi hivyo. Unaenda kushika, na kama ameleta shida unaomba reinforcement. Askari wanaongezewa. Lakini huwezi kuua. Kwa hivyo nilikuwa na omba haki itendeke kwa hii familia. Number one,
and at the same time, Wiper Democratic Movement leader Kalonzo Musyoka has asked President William Ruto not to interfere with the operations of the Higher Education Loans Board that is HELB, citing the immense benefits that the students have attained through the board. Kalonzo says interfering with HELB is disruptive to the common students who benefit directly from the loan for school fees and upkeep in school. On matters governance, the Wiper party leader says the country is in crisis, adding that very soon the country will get out of prison.
For this country. And this change has invaded us. Kenyans, be careful that we are not led by a government of cartel dealers. And I can say that anywhere. I hope President Ruto will wake up to the reality of that. So there's a problem in education sector, truth be told. And if I was President Ruto and not here to advise him, he would call for proper public participation and engagement, but I would advise him, please stay away from help. Stay away from Higher Education Loans Board. That's where the children, the poor. That's where the poor. Hey.
And from Matters Kalonzo's advice to the president, I'll be telling you more about the CPC and how the private sector is taking it up. Taking a short break, we'll be right back.
Getting together for the first time in years was a little bit awkward. Grandpa still tried to entertain us. Mom was always stealing the spotlight from the kids. It wasn't until Grandma cracked a joke,
"That's my favorite prayer,"
that we got back into our groove. In this festive, DStv is making family time even better with an upgrade.
Stay connected to DStv and we'll upgrade you to the next package for free.
Are you looking for a distinguished institution of academic and professional excellence to kickstart your career? Then join KIPS Technical College, a top-NEC, CASNEB and NEET examination center in Kenya that is fully accredited by TVET Authority with over 90% national exam pass rate. We offer high-quality, hands-on training in engineering, hospitality, tourism, journalism, ICT, business, accounting, hairdressing and beauty, health sciences, community development and foreign language, and have placed over 26,000 graduates since 1994. Our state-of-the-art equipment, well-equipped workshops, indoor and outdoor sports facilities make us the preferred choice.
During my training, I was able to become Miss KIPS, which has helped me to achieve my goals in community development.
Admissions for January 2023 intake is ongoing. For more information, call 0720-813-113 or visit any of our 6 campuses located within Nairobi. KIPS Technical College, your sure path to success.
Kaluma King Herbal Lozenges zinazo nguvu maradufu kutuliza kikohozi, vidonda vya koo na mafua. Kaluma King ni shwari.
Chika mama huyo muharifu kaiba kuku zangu, vifaranga wangu na mayai zote pia kabeba. Haya chika mama huyo.
Maumivu yakizidi muone daktari.
Trisent School of Medical Health Science and Technology is a premier training institute for market-driven courses. With state-of-the-art facilities, competent and dedicated members of staff, and linkages with the medical industry, you are assured of a bright future when you study with us. Enroll today in our campuses at Juja, Nairobi West, Kisumu, and Homa Bay.
Sienda nayo huko ndani, unaacha hapo kwa luggage ndio uingie.
Ni wacha kwa luggage namna gani nataka kutumia huko ndani? Nimekuja na hii gani ndio inatumika? Hii paketi ama hii kuchota? Kwani serious hii? Bwana wacheni mchezo bwana. Nini?
Karibu customer. Hizi bidhaa unaziacha pale kwenye luggage ndipo sasa ufanye shopping kwa supermarket yetu. Kuchota ni kufanya shopping pekee.
Ni kufanya shopping.
Sema na Hetia Supermarket ndio best. Kwa mara nyingine tena, Hetia Supermarket inakuletea chota kuchota na Hetia Supermarket. Ushiriki shindano la chota kuchota. Karibu nawe Kitale, Bungoma, Eldoret, Kakamega, Kisumu, Busia, Naivasha, Limuru, Nairobi, Thika, Nyeri, Meru, Chuka na Maua. Nunua bidhaa ya shilingi 600 na zaidi na utapewa raffle ticket. Jaza vizuri na utumbukize kwa sanduku iliyo mlangoni. Utakuwa umeingia kwa draw ya kujishindia zawadi. Dahatsu Mira, pikipiki 21 aina ya TVS, 1130 school fees, TVS, shopping vouchers na vingine vingi.
Bas, ni huku. Saidia mimi.
Chota kuchota imethaminiwa na Kiwi Bacon, Savannah Juice Fruit Vial, My Choice Hand Wash, Zesta Choco Primo, Ketepa, Blue Band, Armco, Oven Fresh Bread, Nivea, Silent Night Mattresses, Coca-Cola pamoja na Hisense. Shindano hili limeidhinishwa na BCLB permit number 002816. Sheria na masharti kutumika.
Chota kuchota na Heti ya Supermarket, na hii motokaa gari smart kabisa inaweza kuwa yako. Unangoja nini? Ingia, fanya shopping yako Heti ya Supermarket, uchoto kuchote na hii gari. Hii motokaa inaweza kuwa yako. Mtu anaweza pesa kwa buti.
Heti ya Supermarket, a world of choice.
Imagine starting your academic journey here at the foot of Mount Kenya. A place where you can call home. A place where we celebrate our diversity and uniqueness. A place where you can be at your best, at work and at play. That place is Embu College. There's no better place to make the difference than Embu College. Karibu Embu College, where a holistic education matters.
Usiyakubalie maumivu ya misuli kukatiza ratiba yako. Kaluma Pain Balm ni dawa ya kusugua iliyotengenezwa kutoka kwa miche maalum ili kutuliza maumivu ya misuli. Kaluma Pain Balm. Maumivu yakizidi, pata ushauri wa daktari.
Mount Kenya University takes pride in being an academic giant with some of the best infrastructure, imparting knowledge to the best brains in the country and the region. Our members of faculty are keen to deliver market-driven programs in science and humanities with a keen focus on linkages with relevant organizations. Join us today and train with the best to become the best. Mount Kenya University, unlocking infinite possibilities.
Thank you for your patronage so far. Now, following the government's announcement that junior secondary schools will be domiciled in primary schools, institutions are rushing to get everything in place ahead of schools reopening. A private school seemingly ahead in their preparations, with a few others still struggling to put up structures required to enroll junior secondary schools. Private sector players have further criticized the government for delaying to release grade 7 curriculum design, a challenge stakeholders say has tried their hands on whether to continue with the old syllabus or innovatively introduce the new system without necessarily following some guidelines.
Kama mzazi, ningetaka serikali isaidie hizi shule za kibinafsi kuendeleza hii mpango ya CBC, kwa sababu sisi kama wazazi sio ati tunaleta watoto wetu huku juu tuko na pesa mingi. Tunaleta watoto wetu huku ili wasome, wapite kwenye tulifika. Sasa ningeomba serikali iingilie kati, kutoka public schools to private schools, iingilie hapo, ionyeshane mwanafunzi anapaswa kusoma. Kila mwanafunzi wa hapa Kenya ni wa serikali. Sasa ningetaka kuomba serikali yetu iangalie hawa watu wa private schools. Uko na mambo mengi sana ambayo sisi kama wazazi hatukuwa tumejiandaa vizuri kufikiria hiyo mpango, na kwa sababu serikali yetu ishaingia kwa hiyo mpango, kinye tunaomba sana tupelekwe polepole na hii maneno. Serikali ijaribu kusaidia private and public schools zote kufikiria hiyo mpango ikuwe imejiandaa vizuri. Juu sasa mzazi anateseka mambo mingi. Mtoto anafika nyumbani, unasikia anakuambia walitiswa sugula, waliambiwa mambo mingi, na sasa mzazi hajaelewa hiyo maneno vizuri. So tunaomba serikali at least isaidie watoto wote, ni wa serikali, ijaribu kuwasaidia.
In matters education, Manyata MP Gitonga Mukunji has called on public day secondary school heads in the area withholding KCSE certificates for Form 4 leavers over fees balance to release them. The legislator said it was very wrong for any school principal to hold certificates for school leavers, saying it was tantamount to killing their future career prospects and dreams. The MP further noted that he had received numerous complaints from affected learners and ordered all school heads with holding certificates for over 1 year to release them to owners immediately and unconditionally.
But the moment you hold them behind, ukishika certificate ya mtu ni kumaanisha umekwamisha maisha yake. Siku hizi huwezi fanya kitu bila certificate. Huwezi pata hata kazi bila certificate. Lakini mtu amemaliza form 4 na school fee balance, as a public day secondary school, achilia certificate, mtoto aendelee na masomo. Hakuna shule inaitikiwa kukopa deni. Sindio? Hakuna shule inaitikiwa kukopa deni. Kwa hivyo huwezi sema huyu ameshika deni ya ule. Umekuwa ukipata pesa ya serikali. And I know I want also to appeal nationally to His Excellency the President to give a directive that all certificates of public secondary schools should be released to students so that they can go to TVET, go to colleges and go to universities so that they can continue with their life as they move on.
Right, listen to this next story. Boda services are widely available across the country, but these drivers face numerous challenges in their daily operations. Many are subjected to abuse, including physical violence, theft of their motorcycles, and even robbery of their money through fraudulent refund schemes, particularly when using mobile payment services like M-Pesa. But one young man in Kisumu County has come up with an innovative payment method that prevents these fraudulent reverse payments. A reporter on Espas Baraka has the story.
The Boda industry is one which benefits millions of people in the country, as it is estimated to employ more than 1.2 million operators who engage in the business throughout the country. It is one of the transport sectors that contribute greatly to the growth of the national economy. In Kisumu County, the industry has employed more than 100,000 Boda operators. Despite being a lucrative business in an area considered to be an important economic hub by many, some Boda operators in Kisumu County experience challenges including abuse by customers. One of the most common ways that they face abuse is when a customer pay for their services via mobile money, then almost immediately reverse the transaction.
Janga ambao tunakumbwa nayo harakati ya malipo ni kwamba wakati wanalipa pesa yenyewe unaona imeingia kwa simu, kisha baadaye utawaona kama pesa tayari wamereverse. Ukiwajaribu kuwapigia tena unapata kama tayari wamesafunga simu.
Ni mara mingi, si mara moja, ni mara mingi sana. Ni mara mingi sana. Imezidi kabisa.
Vita kama hizo ziko, lakini kuna changamoto zake. Kuna wengine wanalipa tu vizuri, pesa yako unapata, kuna wengine pia. Unajua binadamu wako tofauti.
However, there could be a sigh of relief for the operators after one of the Boda operators in Kisumu decided to come up with a way to stop the injustice. Evans Kiberi says he was a victim of being robbed of his money by his customers, and he decided to invent a service where his motorcycle has now become a mobile M-Pesa transaction agency while still ferrying customers.
Kabla sijakuja na hii idea, wateja wengi sana wamereverse pesa zao wenye walikuwa wamenitumanishia, lakini sasa ikakuwa ngumu mimi kuwafuata.
He says if a customer wants to pay using his phone, then he can do so immediately and transaction be done on the spot.
Hii si kama zile mpesa zingine zenye umekaa kwa kibanda unangoja customer pana. Hii unatoka unaenda unatafuta customer.
As a young man who graduated from Maseno University with a Bachelor of Arts in Physical Planning, Kibet says it was not easy being a Boda operator because the industry is now crowded, and inventing the mobile M-Pesa services is one step towards creating alternative employment.
Biashara ya boda iko chini, narudi kwa hii. So niko flexible, naweza badilisha niende kwa M-Pesa ama nirudi kwa boda. Bora ile yenye najua at the end of the day sitakosa kitu.
So, How does this service work?
Mteja akikuja namhudumia kama anataka kutoa ama anataka kudeposit pesa yake hapa. Na pia akihitaji bodaboda huwa nampeleka mpaka sehemu anaenda.
Kibet has encouraged bodaboda operators in the country to embrace the innovation, saying it will help a lot reduce cases of clients reversing money, a statement echoed by his colleagues in Kisumu.
Hii idea itasaidia sana wanabodaboda wenzangu, sababu itakuwa rahisi, hamtakuwa mkilumbana, pesa zako zikitumwa hawezi reverse.
Hapo naona itakuwa ni sawa, sababu itapunguza, sababu najua hiyo ni kitu imetoka kwa mwanabodaboda wetu.
He has also asked President William Ruto to ensure the youth are encouraged to be innovators to create self-employment.
Ningependa encourage vijana wengine huko waendelee na hii initiative ya rais, itawasaidia.
Reporting for TV47 from Kisumu County, I am Onesmus Baraka.
Thank you for that, Baraka. And hopefully matatu owners are looking at this particular innovation and they just wish to have that. They really have to have that. Usikwe kwa gari and you're told no, usitume mpesa, because you'll have to reverse that. Anyway, now to the wonderful world of sports. And over 100 students from Chirangany constituency, that is in Trans Nzoia County, have benefited from a scholarship program launched by former area MP and 2012 Boston Marathon champion Wesley Korir. The lucky students were part of a contingent of 300 needy students in the area who were, however, chosen in the sponsorship program after winning a qualifying athletics event. Our reporter Isaac Famba attended the athletics event and filed the following report.
It is an athletic activity that involves more than 300 boys and girls from poor backgrounds who have talent in sports and scheduled to secure a chance in Transient Talent Academy in Cherangani constituency, Trans Nzoia County.
Program hii inasaidia wanafunzi ambao wako na talent ya kukimbia na pia na wanataka kusoma. Because kitu moja ambayo mimi na value sana na kitu ambacho nataka tufanye kama inji ni kuhakikisha kwamba watoto wetu wanabaki katika shule. Umeangalia leo jinsi watoto wengi sana wamekuja kutoka mbali kwa sababu wako na ile tamaa ya kusoma na kuweza kuendelesha talenta yao. Na tutafanya hii na tunataka pia tuweke katika county zote, ili kila county iwe na hiyo academy ambayo ina focus sio tu education peke yake, bali pia inapea wanafunzi nafasi ya kudevelop their talent na kupata elimu.
The Athletics Kenya Association has lauded the move, asking leaders from the region to lend them a helping hand in developing skills among the youths who have talents in sports.
Tungepata wanariadha wazuri, tungepata wana masumbi wazuri, wana basketball wazuri, wana kabumbu wazuri, lakini kwa sababu ya kutokuwa na maono kama hii, hiyo ndio ni changamoto katika taifa letu la Kenya.
The issue of using nerve stimulation drugs has been identified as a real problem, with the government eye to control the menace before it gets out of the hand.
Wale ambao wanajaribu kutumia dawa za misuli na kujaribu kuingiza hao wakimbiaji kwa mambo kama hiyo, tafadhali wajiepushe, na nafikiri serikali inatakana kuchukulia hao hatua kali.
Isaac Famba, TV47, Trans Nzoia County.
And some men's FKF action. Michael Mutinda earlier today scored a late goal to help KCB FC thrash Kariobangi Sharks 2-1 in the matchday 9 tie of the FKF Premier League at the Kasarani Stadium. The Bunkers took an early lead through a penalty that was comfortably converted by Edmund Adem after Michael Oduor was fouled inside the opposition's box in the first half. Mutinda then extended the lead for KCB FC in the dying minutes of the game. However, Kevin Musamali managed to pull one back for Kariobangi Sharks at stoppage time. Elsewhere, Eric Gichimu and Ezekiel Okware were on target as Bidco United edged Posta Rangers 2-1 at the Kasarani Annex, while Bandari FC thrashed Vihiga Bullets 2-0.
Today's game has been tough. We came into this match knowing that we are going to face a very good side, that is Kariobangi Sharks, and yeah, it was. So we just have to congratulate our boys for the hard-fought win that they've gotten this afternoon, and we look forward onto the next match.
A game of two halves. We had our part in the second half. Maybe we need to be having more than one goal, like I said, because we haven't failed to score in most of those matches, but just getting a second goal will do for us. So I won't really say that playing 4 at the back is the reason why I lost the game. It has been a tough one, and KCB Kariobangi Sharks always is coming to appear as a tough game.
The ladies' side, Ulinzi Starlets earlier today secured a comfortable 3-0 victory against Thika Queens in round 5 of the FKF Women Premier League at the Thika Stadium. Ulinzi Starlets dominated the match from the start and took an early lead through Sofiano Thiambo's goal in the 19th minute before Orio King Ladies scored the second goal in the 62nd minute. Georgina Karani scored an own goal to the advantage of Ulinzi Starlets in the dying minutes of the game. Elsewhere at the Mumboha grounds, Bunyara Starlets played out to a goalless draw with Vihiga Queens.
Wachezaji wangu wamekuwa na ile uchovu. Yeah. I think ni uchovu because like I said before, namba yetu ni kidogo. We have other players wako na injuries. Kuna mwenye alipewa red last time. So unapata hizi games zimekuwa 3 kwa wiki moja, zimekuwa na ile na zimekuwa mechi ngumu. So I think ni uchovu ndio imeonekana imetukost leo, but players wangu wamecheza vizuri. Wamejituma vile wanaweza. Mmoja Ulinzi, the last time they played ilikuwa last weekend. So wamerest at least hiyo 1 week. Na that's why umeona wamekuwa juu yetu.
Game imekuwa poa sana. Kwanza nimefurahia zaidi because Thika they are the defending champions, na getting 3 points tukiwa kwao ni jambo muhimu tena zaidi, na a lot of motivation najua imeingia kwa wasichana, and now our duty is only to prepare for our next match.
And the game of kings and queens, Zimbabwe's professional golfer Robinson Chinhoi earlier today took an early lead at the par 72 Sigona Golf Club course in the ongoing 2022-2023 Safari Tour Golf Series. Chinhoi shot 2 under par 70 to lead by 1 shot from Uthaiga's Greg Snow, who shot under 1 par 71. Following today's results, Snow and Chinhoi are closely followed by Dismas Indiza, Edwin Mudanyi, Eric Oko, home pro John Wangai and Uthaiga's Mutahi Kibugu. Meanwhile, 2 players, John Lim Jr. and Nelson Simwa, crashed out of the tournament in the first round after posting 88 gross, while Zimbabwe's Nyasha Muyambo withdrew from the tournament.
Today was good. Started very slow, sorry. No, the course is looking good. The greens are perfect, everything right on point. Keeping the ball in play, give myself good chances for better scores. Yeah, I think the course is my competitor this weekend. So far, so good. It's 2 down, and I'm expecting to take it a little bit higher. Leading the order of merit is a very good feeling, and Nyasha, followed by Nyasha and Visitor. And I wish everyone who is going to make it for Kenya Open the best.
And from the golf course to the boxing rings, a story that had everyone talking. Tanzania's Karim Mandonga, alias Mtukazi, defeated Kenya's Daniel Wanyonyi in a non-titled super middleweight fight dubbed Pocket Rocket Fight at the Kenyatta International Convention Center, KICC. After an evenly contested first 2 rounds, the Tanzanian upped his game in the subsequent rounds to rain the Ukrainian bombs, which he commonly referred to as Sugunyo, on a defenseless Wanyonyi. Wanyonyi barely survived through the 4th and 5th rounds, as the match referee was forced to stop the bout and declare Mandonga the winner on technical knockout, after Wanyonyi remained seated at his corner when the 6th round bell sounded.
sio amekuaje. Nilishakuahidi kwamba nampiga, ataka anapigwa, anataka anapigwa. Umeamini wewe? Ndio liweka uthibitisho huo kwa Kenya kwamba anataka anapigwa, hataki anapigwa. Ngumi imetoka Ukraine kwenye mlipuko wa mabomu, inaitwa sugunyo. Hii sugunyo lazima ifanye kazi kokote kaka.
Awali wa Kenya wengi walikuwa wanaamini kwamba unapiga na kimdomo, lakini wamejionea.
Burabura lazima iwepo, kuweka promo ya mchezo boxing na watu waje kwa bidii. Mabondia wengi hawana mdomo. Kuna bondia gani nimemhoji kama mimi leo hapa? Hakuna bondia yote aliweza kuipromo biashara ya ngumi. Sasa narudi tena Kenya na kwenda Tanzania mwezi wa 4, narudi tena Nairobi na kuja sasa kumzika mtu chapu. Raundi ya kwanza kaburi lake liko wapi? Mwekeni pale. Mandogo ya mtu kazi, nitakuja na ngumi nyinginewe, sio sugunyo tena.
Mechi kidogo imetoka timing. Nimekuwa nje ya ring kwa miaka kama 5, nimerust sana. Nimelandi kwamba yeye ucheza kila kwa mara, na ikiwezekana nipate mtu mzuri wa kutrain, tutafanya rematch.
I saw Kenyans on Twitter say that hopefully, and the fact that Wanyonyi speaks better English than Mandonga. Now, legendary marathoner Eliud Kipchoge has revealed his main ambition this year is to win the Boston Marathon and write a new record in the race, which is expected to be held in April this year. Kipchoge was speaking during the unveiling ceremony of his murals at Ruper's Mall in Eldoret, Uasin Gishu County, where he stated that he intends to open libraries in all counties in Kenya, as well as promote environmental conservation.
2022 actually was good. I can say it was successful. Generally, 2022 actually, I can say I enjoyed because I won the 2 races. I broke a world record. I ran a course record in Tokyo, and I enjoyed. 2023 is a new year, and I want to win Boston Marathon and just consolidate all the 6 world major marathons and get that 6-star medal. Yes, I have a foundation called the Eliud Kipchoge Foundation, which deals with education, health and conservation. By impacting community, I want to plant trees here where I'm training. And in future, actually, I want to adopt a forest in every county. On the other hand is that the library has been constructed in Nandi, and I want to construct a library in every county, which will be a Eliud Kipchoge library, because I believe knowledge is what makes people to live, knowledge is what makes people to unite, knowledge is what makes people actually to associate in a positive way. So I want to impact society by building a library in every county in this country.
Soccer now, and parents and guardians have been urged to embrace sports and support their children in pursuit of their God-given talent. This was a call from stakeholders in the Sakata Soccer Stars Football Academy, who earlier today successfully closed a 2-day back-to-school edition of the Sakata Football Tournament at the MOW Sports Club in South Sea Estate, Nairobi. The tournament was classified in 4 categories, including the Under-7 category, the Under-9, Under-11, and Under-13. Our sports reporter Dennis Otieno attended the tournament and prepared the following story. One particular story that even the Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja is taking a look at and ensuring that the children, wherever they are, wherever they're playing and wherever they sleep, there is no noise. Take a look at that particular story.
Through the recent emphasis by the government to upgrade the state of football in the country by focusing on grassroots football and nurturing young talent, the Sakata Soccer Stars Football Academy has been at the forefront of the initiative since time immemorial, with much hope that their plausible deeds might soon be of great impact, perhaps by producing the pioneer team that will see Kenya qualifying into the 2030 FIFA World Cup. Stakeholders at the Sakata Football Academy camp reiterate the secret of upgrading football in the country by tapping talent from the grassroots, which is a process that starts by identifying, nurturing, then developing the talent.
In here we have all types of players from the different categories, from the so-called mashinani, from the urban centers. They have all joined here to come and play So if the government if the government has the idea, they can bring in the coaches or they can bring in the clubs so they can now give them the ideas. This is the best place. It's like the piloting stage for this tournament to become a success.
Kenfrey Mutugi, who is one of the coaches in the Sakata Soccer Stars camp, however, urges parents and guardians to support their talented children in expressing their craft so as to reach their full potential.
Football is very easy. Football is so cheap. What matters is the enthusiasm, the personality that a parent creates to the child. So for the parents out there, it is their time you start uplifting this spirit. Bring the children to us, let us mold them, we give them the good qualities that they can, and in the near future, it's going to pay. So football is very easy for the guardians, it's possible.
Mutugi's sentiments were echoed by Suma, who is one of the management officials of the academy, who revealed that there is an organization of academies that are working on a program to collaborate with the government in a bid to improve the quality of Kenyan football.
At the moment, there is kind of an organization of academies that is coming up slowly and trying to formulate ways that they can be able to work with the government and be able to nurture this talent in partnership with the government. For all this talent that we've seen here to feature into maybe World Cup, AFCON or everything, the government really has to support that.
Suma stated that despite most academies in the country having participating fees, a huge opportunity is given to the less fortunate who also express their craft and get to learn more from the academies.
I personally am very passionate about the 40%, giving them a chance to just be here and have a platform where they can be able to play football rather than just kurandaranda huko kwa mitaa. And there's very good talent, especially in those kids. You've seen Obama play here. Obama is actually from Kibera. And this is a platform that he would otherwise would not have had. I'm sure most probably somebody out there, like he said, would maybe be able to see him.
In the back-to-school edition of the tournament that culminated today, Angaza Soccer Academy won the Under-7 category, UFA Simba won the Under-9 category, Soccer Talent were the Under-11 champions, while Ted's Soccer Academy reigned supreme in the Under-13 category. Obama, who is a Sakata Soccer Stars Academy player, expressed his motivation to take part in the games, saying that he remains optimistic that a scout might spot his finesse in the sport and induct him into a top club in the world.
Unajua tunakaa hizi, ukionekana kwa TV kwa mtoto anaweza kuscout, kuchukua tu na kupeleka mbali.
The Soccer Academy hopes to improve the state of football in the country by producing quality footballers, a vision that is in line with the government's target in improving Kenya's footballing ambitions. Dennis Otieno, TV47 Sports.
Right, 1 minute past the top of the hour, and definitely that does it for TV47 weekend of this Sunday evening. On behalf of literally everyone who made this possible, Catherine Simale was on the sign language interpretation. My name is Stanley. You're going to have yourself a stellar Sunday evening. Goodbye.